The Karjalanpiirakka is a pastry that carries the weight of a borderland's history in its thin, crimped crust originating in the Karelia region, a territory that has shifted between Finnish and Russian influence for centuries. This humble rye shell filled with porridge is more than just a snack. It is a symbol of Finnish resilience and identity. To understand the soul of this dish, you have to look at the landscape of Karelia. Historically, this was a land of forests and harsh winters, where grain was precious and every ingredient had to be used with purpose. The traditional crust is a testament to this frugality. It is made from a simple, unleavened dough of rye flour, water, and a pinch of salt. Rye was the grain of choice because it thrived in the northern climate, providing a hearty, earthy base that could withstand the moisture of a porridge filling without dissolving. If you were to walk into a traditional Karelian kitchen 100 years ago, you wouldn't have found rice inside these pastries. The original fillings were far more local, relying on barley or buckwheat porridge. It was only during the 19th century, as global trade routes expanded and rice became more accessible to the Finnish population, that the creamy, mild rice porridge we recognize today became the standard. This shift highlights how even the most traditional foods are living, breathing things that evolve alongside the world around them. The true artistry of the Karjalanpiirakka lies in the shaping. This is not a task for a machine. It is a rhythmic, tactile process passed down through generations. The dough is rolled out until it is nearly translucent, a feat that requires a delicate touch to prevent tearing. Once the porridge is spread across the center, the edges are folded inward and crimped with the fingers. This signature, pinched, look isn't just for aesthetics. The crimping creates a series of small ridges that hold the structure together during the high heat bake, ensuring the pastry stays crisp while the center remains soft and creamy. Mastering this crimping technique is considered a rite of passage in many Finnish families. It is a slow, meditative practice that turns a simple kitchen task into a moment of connection. There is a specific cadence to the folding, a thumb and forefinger dance that creates the uniform, scalloped border that defines the authentic look of the pastry. In the modern era, the Karjalanpiirakka has moved from the rural kitchens of the East to the center of Finnish national identity. Its importance is so profound that in 2003, the European Union granted it traditional speciality guaranteed status. This legal protection ensures that if you buy a pastry labeled as a genuine Karelian pasty, it must be made according to the traditional methods and ingredients that have defined the dish for centuries. It is a rare example of a food product being treated with the same reverence as a historical monument. But the experience of the pastry isn't complete until it reaches the table. In Finland, the Karjalanpiirakka is almost never eaten plain. It is served warm, often brushed with melted butter, and topped with munavoi. This spread, a simple but decadent mixture of hard-boiled eggs and butter, adds a rich, savory layer that perfectly complements the slight bitterness of the rye crust. It is a combination that has fueled generations of Finns, from the breakfast tables of Helsinki to the remote cabins of the northern wilderness. When you hold a warm Karjalanpiirakka, you are holding a piece of history. You are feeling the texture of the rye, seeing the marks of the baker's fingers in the crimped edges, and tasting a recipe that has survived wars, border shifts, and the rapid pace of modernization. It remains a staple because it is honest, a perfect balance of simple, local ingredients and the steady, patient hand of the person who made it. Whether you are a local enjoying a childhood comfort or a traveler experiencing it for the first time, The pastry serves as a reminder that the most enduring traditions are often the ones that are the most humble. It is a quiet, delicious testament to a culture that knows how to make something